Now, from the Ford Sports Desk, KOMU 8 Sports.
It's been 9 years in the making, but the Royals are playing some postseason baseball. After Cole Reagan's masterclass of a pitching performance yesterday, the Royals hope to wrap up the series today with Seth Lugo on the mound. Game 2 of the American League Wildcard Series. Top of the first, the Pasquatch, back from the dead, gets this one into right field, scoring Michael Massey and giving the Royals an early lead. Baltimore strike back though with a Cindric Mullen shot to right field as the O's tie this one up in the 5th. Same inning, bases loaded, 2 outs, Seth Lugo out, Angel Zerpa in. He forces this ground out to Bobby Witt Jr., keeping the game tied at 1. Bobby Witt Jr. kept it tied, but breaks it here on this infield single, running 31.4 feet per second to break this one out. To score Kyle Isbell, Lucas Erceg closes this one out, sending the Royals to the divisional series, knocking off the Orioles. The Royals hold this one 2-1 over Baltimore.
Some question how, but Mizzou baseball is 0-24 in SEC play. With just 6 games remaining entering this weekend, the Tigers are in danger of not winning a conference game. A winless baseball season has never happened in the modern era of the conference. They've got to catch a break at some point, right? Well, they did. Facing A&M down 6-1 on the road, here comes the Tigers. Jackson Lovich with a bomb to center. That's a 2-run home run, making it 6-3. Down 6-4 in the 9th, and it's Caden Pierre. That double down in the corner drives in the tying runs. It's 6-6. Mizzou didn't stop there. Chris Patterson puts in play with the bases loaded. The throw from the Aggie shortstop, Caden Kitt, is wild. 2 score to give Mizzou the lead. 0-30 is off the table, and Mizzou actually wins a baseball game.
To be honest, this Chiefs team should be below 500, or at least pretty close to it. But somehow they come into this week with a record of 10-1 and have a chance to clinch the earliest playoff berth since the 2009 Colts. Las Vegas Raiders at Arrowhead yesterday for a chilly matchup. Game would start slow, but in the second quarter, Patrick Mahomes lobs a pass to Justin Watson in the end zone. That score makes Mahomes the Chiefs' all-time passing touchdowns leader. Raiders fighting back. 16-10 KC in the 4th. Aiden O'Connell finds Trey Tucker deep, and Tucker turns on the burners. A 58-yard touchdown gives Vegas the lead. Chiefs take the lead back with a Matthew Wright field goal. But look at this. Just seconds left in the game. The Raiders in place to kick a game-winning field goal, but a miscommunication leads to an early snap, a loose ball, and a fumble recovery from Mizzou alum Nick Bolton. The Raiders are going to Raider, and the Chiefs win 19-17, coming away with another improbable win. Kansas City is 9-0 in one-score games this season. Mizzou without leading scorer Mark Mitchell, who injured his right knee in Thursday's win over Mississippi State, and the Tigers struggled without him. Gators started the game on a 10-0 run, but Mizzou battled back. Trent Pierce explodes with this poster dunk and one. Later in the first, Caleb Grill off the steal and the slam as Mizzou gets it within 4, but they trail by 13 at the half. Second half, here's the Tigers come again. Anthony Robbins hangs and scores. They're within 4 again, but they got no closer. Elijah Martin with the alley-oop as the Gators win, knocking Mizzou out of the SEC tournament. Mizzou's volleyball team went to back-to-back Sweet 16s in 2016 and 2017. They haven't been back since, but the Tigers were a win away from changing that last night. Mizzou facing SMU in Dallas for a spot in the next round. Few better from the service line than Mizzou's Jordan Iliff. There's an ace. Tigers won the first set 25-22. More Mizzou in the second set. Jana Damaris puts up the block. Tigers also win the second set. So they're going for another sweep. Third set was a marathon, scoring into the 30s when SMU finally won it on this ace, 33-31. Tigers and Mustangs continue to battle with a Michael Vernon put Mizzou up late in the set. She had 23 kills, ended it for the Tigers, and Mizzou is off to the Sweet 16.
Mizzou Gymnastics in St. Louis for a quad meet. Amari Celestine earned a 9.875. Celestine was hot all night with a career-high 39.625 all-around score. But it was the floor party in the Lou. Jocelyn Moore anchored a program team score of 49.725 with a 9.95 of her own. But Kennedy Griffin stole the show. She earned her first ever perfect 10 and is the 4th 10 on floor in the country this season. Floor propels Mizzou to a first place finish in St. Louis. Last year, it seemed like the Orioles were unstoppable heading into the postseason until the Royals pitching completely shut them down in the wild card and only allowed 1 run in the entire series. The O's come into this season looking to get back at their newfound rivals. First of 3 for Baltimore and Kansas City.
Bottom of the first, Salvador Perez hits what seems to be a routine fly ball until Hunter Kerstead loses it, and Witt scores from second to make it 1-0. Kerstead makes up for though, getting a base hit into left field, scoring O'Hearn, but Jonathan India throws out the second runner to keep the game at 1. Jumping to the 8th, they intentionally walk Bobby Witt Jr., but the pass watch doesn't mind, dropping this ball past 3 Orioles in right field, scoring all 3 runners, including Bobby from first. The Royals run away with this one, 8-2. Cardinals home for the Phillies. Familiar face throwing out the first pitch. That's Mizzou quarterback Brady Cook on the mound. Andre Palante was superb for St. Louis. He threw 7 innings of shutout baseball, allowing just 2 hits and striking out 4. Cards helped with good defense too. Lars Newbar tracks this foul pop-up Alex Gordon style against the screen. Finally, some offense in the 5th. Yohel Pozo, filling in for Eric, gets this double that scores Thomas Saggies. Later in the same inning, it's a bases-loaded walk to Alec Burleson, making it 2-0 Redbirds, and the 2 runs is all the Cards needed in this one. Daniel Lynch serving as the opener in San Francisco. Top of the first, Vinny Pasquantino shoots this ball into right center. Garcia speeds home from second, and the Royals take an early 1-0 lead. Bottom of the third, Matt Chapman responds with a 382-foot solo shot to left field. San Francisco cuts the lead down to 2. But Salvador Perez responds in the next inning with a 397-foot bomb to left field, scoring Bobby and taking a 4-run lead. The Royals win this one 8-4 and take the series. Former Mizzou linebacker and head coach Barry Odom leading his UNLV Rebels against Boise State. Broncos have Heisman candidate Ashton Jeanty. Jeanty's got a lot of talent. There he goes, 75 yards to score, make it 21-0 as Boise State wins this one 21-7 and locks themselves in the college football playoff. The border war returns tomorrow when Mizzou hosts KU at noon, and 3 Tigers from across the border are particularly fired up to face the Jayhawks. Aiden Shaw, Tamar Bates, Mark Mitchell all hail from Kansas City, Kansas. So as you would imagine, a win over the Jayhawks is the top of their Christmas list. Bates is 0-1 against KU while Shaw is 0-2. It's Mitchell's first border war, but after 2 years at Duke, he's got plenty of big game experience to draw from.
I think all rivalry games have a different type of energy, different type of just feeling in the air. This game will be no different. Obviously, I'm experienced in these type of situations, and obviously I can bring some of that experience to the team for the guys who might have not played last year or the year before in this game.
It's just not a normal game. It's not. We're not going to treat it that way. They're not going to treat it that way. You got to respect the history, and it's something that we all signed up for.
South Shelby's Adam Gutterman said the focus this week was to burn the boats. Early in the first, Cards already going for 4th down. Chase Mullering dances around the pocket and just forced to heave it up. But Monroe City's Abrams Spicer knocks that ball away for a turnover on downs. Monroe City then tries a choir huddle to get some trickery going. 4 minutes left in the half, Dylan Ross takes the sweep, flips it to Marty Smither, who then heaves a pass to quarterback Wyatt DeGrave and sets the Panthers up for 1st and goal. 4th and goal on the same drive. Panthers stuffed at the goal line for the entire game as it was a defensive struggle all night. South Shelby wins this slugfest 6-0. South Callaway's 3rd and 4th graders duking it out while the older Bulldogs take on Tipton. Late in the first, South Callaway's Tucker Jones finds Deacon Daughtry for the 3 to make it a 2-point game. Little Bulldogs loving it. 3rd quarter, Tipton's Landon Brott finds Dane Schlotauer for the 3 to get the Cards within 5. Later on, Colton Crocker buries this 3 to extend the Bulldogs' lead, and South Callaway would hang on to this one 69-65. A couple of Jeff City school records recognized: Jordan Martin for career rebounds and Kendrick Johnson for career assists. Up tip, Kendrick Johnson shows why he owns that assist record with the steal and the dish to Judah Harris for the 3. Later, off of a miss, Ethan Brown gets the rebound and blades it in to cut it to 2. But soon after, it wouldn't be a Jeff City highlight without a Jordan Martin dunk, 14-4 Jays. We're all now trying to push back, but Vince Murphy swats that one away as the Jays take down the second-ranked Bulldogs 63-61.
It just tastes like a burnt Oreo.
Yeah,
It does.
I feel that too.
Matt
Maybe,
tried one off camera. Matt,
It does taste like
Matt's
a burnt.
agreeing with me. Burnt Oreo.